It's Friday, May 30th.
To be honest, I was terrified.
Thousands of evacuees in Manitoba can only wait and hope their homes will be safe from wildfires burning across the province.
I understand that's a concern for customers, but we've made a decision to say we can only tell you what we can tell you.
Cyber attack fallout. Nearly 140,000 Nova Scotia Power customers may have had their social insurance numbers stolen in a data breach.
National Spelling Bee champion.
We have a new Spelling Bee champion who's no stranger to this tournament. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to Your Morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
And I'm Michelle Jobin. Kelsey is away today. We hope your day is off to a great start.
Yeah, not so great when we're talking about wildfires. There's so many to talk about. So let's start with the wildfire that is holding outside of Flin Flon, Manitoba right now. People, though, being told to get out while you still can.
We are still under a state of emergency. This is a mandatory evacuation. We will not be able to find you if you do not leave right now.
The order for about 5,000 people to leave, that order went out Wednesday, but there are people who have chosen to stay behind. Similar situation at Cross Lake First Nation. About 6,500 members have left for safety, but more than 700 people remain in the community. At Lynn Lake in northern Manitoba, one of the few people who stayed behind says he was told by officials the fire situation is about to reach the town line. Saskatchewan has declared a state of emergency as wildfires there threaten several communities. Premier Scott Moe believes the situation is going to get worse before it gets better.
And this is our fear and why we're here today, is we think in 2 and 4 and 6 days we're going to be in a more challenging situation than we are today.
The emergency order gives Saskatchewan priority access to federal resources if that's requested. The province's two largest fires have now merged, burning more than 216 hectares in size. What kind of area is that? That's nearly 9 times the size of Saskatoon. Alaska is loaning an air tanker. Quebec is sending 2 water bombers. There are firefighters from Nova Scotia and PEI fighting the flames. The state of emergency will stay in place for 30 days with the possibility of an extension. Meanwhile, wildfires spreading in Alberta. Hundreds of people have been forced to flee from several northern communities. So many people have fled to Edmonton. This is what they saw out of their windows. Could you imagine driving through the night, you look out your window, and that's the color of the sky? 10 separate fires have collided to create what they're calling the Red Earth East Wildfire Complex. It's about 100 square kilometers in size. All of northern and central Alberta are under a fire ban. There are 48 fires in total burning across the province. Let's talk about the weather conditions, because temperatures are expected to remain high. Humidity levels will remain low in the province over the next couple of days, making the fight against these fires even more difficult. Michelle has more throughout the morning this morning for us. And a wildfire has forced an evacuation order. This is in BC's Peace River region. The Kiskatna River wildfire has grown in size. It was 115 hectares. Now it's 1,100 hectares, threatening communities about an hour south of Dawson Creek. People living in Kelly Lake and areas north of Campbell Lake are being asked to leave immediately, evacuate Dawson Creek. Highway 52 has also been closed in both directions. In other news this morning, more strikes in Gaza overnight as Hamas reviews a new ceasefire proposal. Hospital officials in Jabalia say at least 12 people were killed in this latest round of Israeli airstrikes this morning. Hamas officials are looking over a ceasefire proposal drafted by the U.S. and backed by Israel. Reports say the plan proposes a 60-day ceasefire, so 2 months, along with the release of more hostages and Palestinian prisoners. It would also clear the way for more aid to get into Gaza to the people who really need it. A Hamas official this morning says the proposal fails to meet its demands, but its leadership will keep reviewing the plan. One of the 5 former World Junior Hockey players accused of sexual assault has testified at the trial. Carter Hart took the stand in his own defense yesterday. He told the court he was drunk when he entered his teammate Michael McLeod's hotel room on the night of the alleged assault. He said what happened after with the woman known as EM was consensual, according to him. Hart is the first of the accused players to take the stand. We don't know if the other 4 players will testify. All 5 of the accused have pleaded not guilty. Hart is expected to be cross-examined by the prosecution today. Nova Scotia Power customers who had their data stolen may have also had their social insurance numbers compromised.
But we do not have, at this point in time, on a customer-by-customer basis, what potentially they've got.
Their responsibility.
Nova Scotia Power CEO is apologizing for the breach. He says his personal data was also impacted. The utility told customers last week there had been a data breach on March 19th, affecting about 140,000 customers. NS Power noticed unusual activity on its network. That was April 25th. Then it received a ransom demand. But Nova Scotia Power spoke with police and determined they weren't going to pay this ransom. Customers say they're frustrated they can't get answers clearly from the utility. A 13-year-old from Allen, Texas, has become the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee champ.
SSEMENT.
That is correct.
That's so exciting. That was Faison Zaki who pulled off the win with the word éclaircissement. Did I get it? Which means enlightenment. That's great. Look at this. I love this, Alice. He beat his opponent in the 20th round. It was a long time coming. He finished as last year's runner-up, and he said that's what pushed him to do better. Look at the smile. The work that these kids put into this is unbelievable. He's in grade 7.
Grade 7?
Yeah, that's right.